Good Vibes Show fans? Welcome to episode 4, season 2 of the Good Vibes Show by me, Jerry Hoy, part of the Special Chronicles Network. Help you catch up on season 12 so far, episodes 1 through 3, which is all about stimming. So, disclosure, these are actually some of the forms of stimming I do myself, and there are forms of stimming, so that's disclosure right now for you folks. But as well as catch up on seasons 1 through 11, their recap specials, as well as my special, The Road to 2022 Special USA Games, which was basically summing around my experience training up to and my experience into USA Games, as well as the results from it. So, I hope you all catch up on those. Those are all on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts from. Highly recommend listening to those. So, today's stimming we're going to talk about for appreciation, support, and positive uplifting vibes. Because I'm going to recap where we did. So, 1 was episode 1, Gerald. Episode 2, tapping. Episode 3, rocking. In which rocking obviously had a lot of appreciation, support, vibes because people naturally do it as well. Today, it is pacing who gets all the good vibes. So, I actually do pacing quite a bit. I walk back and forth and everything in my house. Now, I do it maybe to pass the time or burn energy off. But pacing is a form of stemming, and maybe it's my way to sort of not get myself frustrated. But I think other people do it as well, just to burn energy and such and relax. And I think for me, just particularly it takes me to get frustrated or like I just need to move around because I can't sit still. I think how people look at that, particularly, is more like weird, like, oh, you're pacing back for that's super annoying or something. And like reality is like, no, someone does it. Like for me, I just do it because it's my way of just keep burning energy out, but keeping myself focused and burning frustration out. And I think some people just don't get that because everyone does pacing. Everyone thinks like, oh, you're very impatient or something. I think how we look at it that way is one thing, but I think how we always look at how people do certain actions, behaviors, it's like we have to understand it's a form of stemming to them. But I think pacing is a very good one where like people who have certain patience and virtue, which is actually obviously a common line we all hear. But if you look at it though in the sense of someone who's stemming pacing, which actually I think I just made up a new term there for you folks. Probably, hopefully I did. But yeah, when you're pacing, it's a form of stemming, or stem pacing. I'm going to say that now again. Right. But it's a way to sort of regulate themselves and keep themselves calm and burn all that frustration out without letting it come to a head. I think some people have to understand that stemming is a very important thing. And I think it just takes a lot to think about that. Why is someone doing it? And I think we have to respect that. And I think I would constantly pace, if I wanted to, I would constantly pace or tap my feet or rock. I would do one of those three, obviously. Or another one which might come up is humming, which would be a later episode in this season. So I just want to remind you folks that, I actually rephrase that for a second, that just those forms of stimming I just said are related to myself. Anyone else could do it, and they do it for different reasons. And I think we have to respect the human mind for what it is and what it does, and that stemming is perfectly human, and that the form of pacing is just a way for someone to keep themselves on, off edge, focus, calm, and everything. So we just have to remember that stemming is a perfectly human thing, but it's also an amazing thing that makes us all neural distinct, folks. So just reminding you folks that one, don't judge someone by their stemming, okay? So let's wrap this episode up because I know you guys will love to hear me keep talking about all these forms of stimmings, but sometimes we have to keep it going too, folks. We have to save them for the next episode as well, folks. So here's our great ad sponsor there for our great sponsor, the Special Chronicles Network. The Good Vibe Show is proud to be featured on the Special Chronicles Network. Visit specialchronicles.com for links to follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, now known as X. You can still call it Twitter, folks. Be sure to also subscribe to the newsletter and find the podcast page for this podcast, The Good Vibe Show by me, Jerry Holy. If you love The Good Vibe Show, then you love the our podcast on the Special Chronicles Network. Visit specialchronicles.com for links to subscribe to our podcast, newsletter, and to follow us on social media. And to support the podcast on Special Chronicles so we continue our mission of giving respect and voice to people with special talents and abilities, visit specialchronicles.com/give to make a gift today. So, folks, I'm actually going to be releasing, probably by the time this episode drops, or have released by this time this episode drops, is a new Redbubble design called hashtag Stemming is Perfectly Human. It sounds clever. I'm going to drop it on my Redbubble shop. By the time you hear it, it will be on there. If my other episodes references like, oh, I'm gonna post it. Like I probably by that point already posted it before that, so just want to remind your folks that. But yes, it will be on my Redbubble shop, JM Holy. If you look up my artist name that way, it will be there among the art designs I have on there for all the fun designs I've done. Recommend you all checking it out, purchasing what you feel like you like. But also, folks, you can follow the Good Vibes Show on Instagram at Good Vibes by JH and Facebook.com/Good Vibes by JH. That's how you follow on YouTube. Switch out Facebook and from.com and switch to the YouTube and Good Vibes by JH. You can also subscribe to the Good Vibes Show by Jerry on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or where you get your podcast from. I'm on my way to 1,500 listens, probably even up to 2,000 listens by the end of this year. I just want to thank you all for tuning in and enjoying this show and learning about stimming. I hope you all tune in next time and enjoy your week, folks. So until next time, peace out, boop, blah, and have a great week, folks. And I'll see you next time for episode 5. Bye, everyone.